never know.
You never know.
How to develop your own self-awareness.
Yeah, it's a good question. Look,
Jay Shetty likens it to like exercising and your health. Like it's something you have to work on.
I'm just gonna say,
It's
like,
not something where you like flip a switch and you're like, oh, I found it.
the real answer is like kind of all the shit we talk about on this and the shit I'm trying to preach. The reason I do it is for that. Like, meditating specifically, like the art of it is like, I posted a picture on Instagram stories fairly recently and was like, there was a picture of the sky and the clouds, and like you could see below and above the clouds from the perspective of the camera. So essentially it was saying like, hey, like those clouds are your thoughts. Like it's not the top of your ceiling. Like it's from the bottom looking up, that's the top of your sky, but there's blue skies behind it. And really what meditating is, to put it as simply as I can, it's like you're kind of rising above. You're getting a perspective where you're looking down on your thoughts. Like if you can quiet yourself, and that's really what I try to, like when I first start meditating, I literally think about just like, you know, rise. That's why people like look up. You kind of rising, your third eye is above your forehead. And I kind of get that sensation, bro. You feel like you kind of just get a bird's eye view. Like you kind of detach from your thoughts. Essentially what it is like, you are not your thoughts. When you realize that, it can do a lot for your self-awareness. It can do a lot for your overall life happiness. Like a lot of people get attached to their thoughts like they're real tangible things, but they're just illusions. They're things running through your head, from all the shit, the data that your brain has gathered over the years, all the things you've heard, subconsciously and consciously, you know, throwing all these things. Some thoughts are completely just random and crazy, you know, but it's like, that's where meditation can get really fulfilling. But meditation is just a piece of this, really. It's like, you know, journaling is a piece of it for me. I get to kind of write down things and I can look at them as tangible things and take inventory of myself. Like a lot of times I'll write like, you know, I still feel the need to be right in situations. Like that's stupid, you know, like arguing and getting worked up and, you know, needing people to agree with you and needing people to understand you and like you. Like these are all things that I've gotten I've improved so much internally. Like, you know, like from the outside looking in, you might have thought, hey, he never cares anyway. Like, what do you mean? That was just how you are. But I've internally like really grown in that sense of detaching from, you know, what people think and being imposed by those things. No, like self-awareness, it's really more just shining a light on yourself. Like a lot of times everyone's looking out and like, you're kind of just looking out and judging what you're seeing. Like you did this wrong, you know, I wouldn't do it that way. A lot of times, like if you don't ever really look at like really shine a light back on yourself and like your actions and what you're doing. Journaling, I think, is a cool unlock for that. You can literally write down like things that went wrong in your day. Why does that keep happening? You know, like, is it somebody that I'm around? Is it something about me? Like multiple times I've had this conversation or argument with 4 different people. Like there's no way it's all 4 of those people being wrong. You know, like it's just it really is kind of disconnecting from the ego of like needing to be right. And I think we all kind of are wired like that a little bit. Some way more than others, you know, but our perspectives, you know, from our eyes, like we kind of forget that that's not the world. This is just the way we're seeing it, you know? Like you're sitting here right now and you're seeing something totally different. You're hearing, who knows what you're thinking, you know? Like everyone has their own perspective. And if you can kind of just like put your awareness on stuff like that, can kind of detach and start looking at some of the shit you're doing, improve yourself. Like it's really an effort to improve yourself. Putting self-awareness, like emphasizing self-awareness. You're gonna really improve yourself if you start really looking at yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It's super helpful and personally exciting. I love feeling like I've made changes about myself in a positive way, you know? I don't know if that answered it.
I feel like with me, I mean, obviously I haven't gotten into meditation yet.
Yeah.
A lot of my self-awareness has come from like being critical of myself, of the impact I have on other people and the people around me, if that makes sense.
Being critical of yourself?
Being critical of like the impact that I leave to people around me.
Explain that further.
Like I wanna leave a positive impact on people. I don't want people to be like, And it's not like ego driven. It's not like that I want everyone to like me.
Yeah,
I genuinely I genuinely care about leaving a positive impact. You know, so like with that being said, like if I feel like I'm in a space where I'm leaving a negative impact, that's when I start to become self-aware. And it's like, why am I leaving a negative impact?
Right.
And that's where it comes from.
That's cool.
So I don't know, maybe it is ego driven, I don't know, but
yeah. I mean, no, I think everyone wants to be liked. You know, it's like kind of innately in our nature. Like,
yeah.
You want to be appreciated and loved and liked. I mean, you know.
It could be the Italian in me though. Like
Nah, man, I'm pretty sure it's universal. Like, really, if like everyone just got true love and like appreciation.
Italians just like want to please people, like please everyone. So it's, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's from that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, the first step is just wanting to improve it. Him asking that question. Like, it's the people who never think about it, never even acknowledge the chance that maybe it's them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like that. Tons. I think the majority.
Yeah.
So even just thinking about it, like, we're doing our job if kids are thinking about that. And that's why I don't give a fuck if it looks cool or people think, you know, I'm preaching about it or anything. Like, I'm not. I know I'm not. I mean, half the time you can tell that I'm just like talking through what I'm learning. I don't even, you know, I just try to share my experiences in real time. And like, back to the podcast thing. Like, if I was worried about being like the best podcaster and the most well-spoken, and we wouldn't put an episode out yet. Like, half the time I'll just say whatever the fuck I'm like. It's a free stream of, I believe in flow. It's a free stream of thought. I don't give a fuck. And I don't care how it looks or how it sounds. You know, I know the intention's right.
Motherfucking raw.
Yeah. I know the intention's right, and at least putting that on people's maps. So many people have messaged me and saying like, man, you opened my eyes to at least thinking about this stuff. Like, and I feel it. I feel happier or whatever. I feel more in touch. Like, that's what this is about. You ready?